Yo, it's your boy, Mark69 here, back after 12 million long years break since I made my last YouTube video. But I figured I'd pop back in and make a new one just for funsies. Yeah, it's been a lot of stuff since I made my last video, which was, I don't know, 100 years ago or something. But yeah, moved into a new place, which is great. Really happy here. So a bunch of gigs, a lot of great stuff. Saw Def Grips on their first Swedish gig, which is amazing. Saw some other bands. Saw the Pixies live for the first time, which was amazing. Saw some great indie acts like Angel Olsen, the Perfume Genies, and the OCs. Saw Danny Brown, which is great. Saw Future Islands again. Recently went to Copenhagen and saw Carpenter Brute live under a Leather Patrol tour, which is great. Yeah, been to Amsterdam, which was fun. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Bought quite a decent amount of records since last time. So I figure I'll show some of you some of those records today, and just we'll see how it goes, I guess. Yeah, but I figure I'd start out with showing my new setup. It has changed a little bit, not a whole lot, but I figured it'd be fun. So yeah, check it out. So here's my new setup. As you can see, it's changed a little bit. So my record player broke during the move, so I had to get a new one. And I had a Technics, and I got this new Audio-Tehnica instead. I figure the tone arm broke in the last one. I couldn't be bothered fixing it because it costs money and shit. I figured just get a new one. And this is pretty good, kind of a middle of the road record player. I mean, I'm pretty fucking happy with it. I'm not really like a huge audiophile or anything, but it's pretty awesome. So there's two lights here, as you can see. Start stop function plays in 33 and 45 RPM, as well as both. 78 if you need that for some reason. Got a pitch shifter. You can play records backwards and stuff. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm not like a huge audiophile or anything, but it works pretty great. Yeah, I got anti-skating, all the usual shit. So far all my records play excellent, so I'm pretty bloody happy with that. Yeah, it's a pretty fucking great record player. If you need something that's not like super duper expensive, this definitely does the job. It's also preamp, but I do recommend an amplifier. And this is my amplifier, which fortunately didn't break during the move. It's a Yamaha stereo amplifier, AX396. It's pretty dusty because I'm a lazy bumfuck. Got some extra stuff here. Yeah, it's pretty great. You can, you know, it's an amplifier. I think it's from the year 2000. It's been working great for me. I bought it secondhand from like a weird audiophile dude. It's been working pretty excellently since then. And I still got my Technics speakers, floor speakers, which do the job. Here's the second one. I mean, I probably will change them at some point, but they definitely sound great for the time being. But yeah, pretty happy with them. And here are my record shelves, which also have books and shit in them. The Ganesh statue. Yeah, so I figure I changed it up a bit, and I started sorting them out by genre. I started sorting out a little bit by alphabetic order, but it's mostly just genre for the time being because I'm a lazy bumfuck and haven't been bothered to sort them out alphabetically just yet. But here's my indie / pop folk shelf. It's getting pretty full, so I probably have to split it into like pop and folk and then indie, because indie is taking up most of the space here, I think. Yeah. And here's my hip-hop shelf, which still has quite a decent amount of space left for some more hip-hop records. So yeah, there's space for that. Here by some of my music books, you got these 7 inches, which are not a lot, but a couple. Definitely more space, or probably get some books there too. Here, in these two, you got my extreme metal. So it's pretty much like black metal, thrash, and death. I don't know if thrash really counts as extreme, probably doesn't, but I put it in here anyway. Yeah, and over here, you got my other metal, I guess, which is yeah, it's like some proggy stuff like Opeth, Mastodon, Baroness, Elder, Ghost, stuff like that. Stuff that's metal, like Iron Maiden. It's not really like extreme. I put it over here. And over in these two, I got a classic rock, like old school stuff, basically like Led Zeppelin, Beatles, and Stooges and stuff. Also some disco stuff like Blondie and other shit. Yeah, just like old school stuff. Everything that's like 80s and earlier, I got over here. And then down here, I got my garage rock and punk stuff. Everything from like Nirvana to I don't know, Black Lips, Ty Segall kind of stuff is over here. Jay Retard and stuff like that. To old school stuff like the Misfits and Black Flag and stuff. And next to it, I got more of a just like alternative or just like regular rock. I don't know, stuff over here. Got like Pearl Jam here and Queens of the Stone Age, Radiohead, some other stuff like the AES, and also put Chelsea Wolfe here because Chelsea Wolfe is pretty hard to I don't know, categorize, because it's like some doomy stuff there, some indie, some electronic, but yeah. And down here in the last part, I got some soundtracks here as well as electronic music. So we got some Liars, some other stuff, Crystal Castles here, and some soundtracks, which are nice, like Trainspotting. And that's pretty much my setup as it is right now, and I'm pretty fucking happy with it compared to my last apartment. So yeah, so that was my record setup, and I picked a decent stack of records here. Tried to remember what I've ordered like ages ago, and yeah, it's a pretty decent and varied stack, so hopefully it'll be interesting. So let's start with some 7 inches. This is Trouble. This is from the latest season of Twin Peaks. If you've seen that, there's a bunch of great acts on there, and this was one of them. This is Trouble with Snake Eyes, the single. You got Trouble and Mother's Gone on here, and this is a pretty unknown band, but what's interesting about it is that David Lynch's son is in this band, Riley Lynch, and plays guitar, and it's very, very Twin Peaks-esque. If you know what that means, you probably can figure out yourself. It comes as a 45. This is off of the Sacred Bones record. Really nice. I think they've released the whole soundtrack for the latest Twin Peaks season on vinyl. If you want to get that, this will be on there, but I figured I'd just get the 7 inch. This is before that was announced. So I really enjoy this track. Also comes with a mini flap with some imagery, which is pretty good. Yeah, this is some really cool saxophone in there, some really nice mood setting music. Yeah, so this is Trouble with Snake Eyes. Check it out. Since I ordered Trouble from Italians Do It Better, which is John Jules' record label, they always send you stuff for free. And along with the 7-inch, I got this one as well, which is Yes and Jackie's Eyes by Johnny Jewel and Nate Walker. It comes in this really nice turquoise semi-translucent vinyl, which is pretty good. Yeah, so this is definitely in line with the chromatics and everything else Johnny Jewel got his hand in. Pretty cool stuff. Moving on with some full-length records. This one I got a while back, and this band I kind of rediscovered. This is Warpaint with their self-titled record from 2013. There's the back. This is some really nice, kind of chill, moody rock music, kind of indie-ish. It's a bit hard to categorize, but really, really great stuff if you want to chill, just lay in the sun and have a good time. Comes with inner printed sleeves with all the members, and the vinyl is just regular black. I think I rediscovered this once their new record came out, and I was like, yeah, I've heard some of their music, and I just went back and listened to this album, and I was just like, this is fucking awesome. Here's the other record, the other two members. I think they all play different instruments like guitar, bass and stuff, and most of them, or all of them, sing, I think, on different tracks. Really, really good stuff, really good mood music. If you want to check this out, want to have a chill time, check out Warpaint. This record I got one of the record stores in town. Been meaning to get one of their other albums as well, but I just had to pick this up for a really good, cheap price. This is Echo and Bunnymen with Crocodiles, which is their first full length, if not mistaken. Pretty cool lighting there on the photo. This is some old school 80s stuff from 1980. This is along with stuff like The Smiths or The Cure, kind of in the same line. A bit more poppy, I'd say. This is an old school pressing, inner sleeve. Sounds pretty good. Some great tracks on here. My favorite being Rescue. So yeah, if you enjoy like the Smiths, The Cure, stuff like that, if you haven't heard this yet, probably heard some of their tracks at some point. Check this out. This is some great stuff.
First I want a kiss and then I want it all. Won't you come on down to my...
This was a present from my girlfriend, which was an awesome record I just kind of forgot about getting for a while. This is Slowdive with Souvlaki. These guys were kind of the pioneering band when it comes to shoegaze stuff, along with bands like My Bloody Valentine, stuff like that. This is probably the best record, if you ask me. Most people, I think, say the same thing. This is on music on vinyl, repress. Really good stuff. Comes in a 180 gram vinyl, regular black stuff. Sounds great. They did release a comeback record not too long ago, which I thought was okay. Didn't really like strike my fancy. There's some good, very 90s British stuff going on there in this photo. Yeah, this is a nice repress. The music sounds great, very atmospheric, moody, like rock, I guess. Shoegaze stuff. Really nice, really great. If you, once again, in the mood for some mood music, check out Slowdive. Moving right along with some hip hop, which I haven't bought in in bunches lately, but I definitely had to pick this up. It was repressed a few years back, but definitely get more records from this artist because he is fantastic. Pretty much all of his records are amazing, but this is the only one I have at the time being. But it is a great one. This is Open Mike Eagle with Dark Comedy. This came out a few years back, 2014. He's released I think two full lengths since then, if I'm not mistaken. This is on Melbourne Music Group, I think. Mellow Music Group, yeah. Really good stuff. They repressed some stuff. It's not too hard to get a hold of some stuff compared to like Milo. His first record is really expensive to get, but this is not too expensive. I think you can find it on Discogs or some online distros and stuff. You can get the record out. This comes on this nice clear blend of green and yellow. Really nice stuff. If you don't know Open Mike Eagle, it's kind of like an indie rapper. A bit more mellow than your regular hip hop, a bit more experimental in terms of his beats and stuff. And this album is kind of centered around being somewhat comedic. Hannibal Buress has a few lines on this, which are hilarious. I think it was on, it was Doug Stamper featuring Hannibal Buress, which is great. He has some great lines on there. Yaris. And Open Mike Eagle, as well as some other members of the Hellfire Club, do some great content. Definitely have to pick up more Open Mike Eagle stuff when I have the time and monies. So check it out.
Do videos for tracks with your back to the cameraman. Phones get the family packing. Big data plan. 99 Problems was a damn good summer song. If you got more than like 3, then something's wrong.
This was another record I scored from the record store in town, and they had it before, but I didn't buy it, and then it sold out. So next time I saw it in the store, I had to pick this up. This is a great record from the 70s. One of the first heavy metal band to come out of the States. This is Dust with Heart Attack. Really great cover art, very kind of Conan-esque. So the cool thing about this one is that Marky Ramone from the Ramones played drums in this before the Ramones. There's lots of other people that went on to become like music producers and other industry people. This is kind of a really great kind of a gem back from the 70s. Because this came out back in 1972. This is on the Karma Sutra Records, and I believe this is a repress from like 2012 or something like that. And this is some really great hard rock, kind of heavy metal. I think they were part of the desert rock scene, if I'm not mistaken. And there's some great tracks on here like Suicide, Learning to Die, Walk in the Soft Rain. All in all, really great stuff. If you're into like old school heavy metal shit and you haven't heard this yet, you owe it to yourself to check out Dust with Heart Attack. Awesome stuff.
I've been decided I put a knife in my heart. It was the answer, but it was only a start.
Moving along with some more heavy stuff, Agonia Records from Poland finally repressed this amazing album. And this is a great French black metal band. This is Aosoth with number 4, Arrow in Heart. Great, kind of a not too much atmospheric, more very dense, kind of claustrophobic black metal from France. This is some awesome stuff. And this is a gatefold. Looks like this from back to front. Really cool painting. Definitely kind of reminds me of the Greek Orthodox religious art. And here you got the inside. For some fucking lame reason it says like, oh, best players Ibanez guitars exclusively, man. Which is kind of lame, especially in a black metal record. Never seen that before, but the record nonetheless is fucking amazing. and I'm really happy Agony Records repressed this because this came out back in 2013, I think. Regular black vinyl. Really nice stuff. And yeah, because this was getting crazy expensive on Discogs, so I was like, fuck, I'll never get a hold of this because it cost like 60 euro or more. And they finally repressed this. I had to pick this up right off the bat. So if it's still available, I definitely recommend picking this one up. This is some really great black metal from France. This is Aosoth with Aaron Hart. And the reason they repressed Aaron Hart is because they released a new record, which is number 5 with the Inside Scruptures by Aosoth. Here's the back. I don't enjoy this one as much as Aaron Hart, but nonetheless, this is a great fucking record. Still going along with that dense, claustrophobic sound that they have. Really nice artwork as well. A bit more light. Still going on the same theme of women with arrows in their heart, or whatever that symbolism is. I got numbered. This is number 246 out of 260. Comes with a really nice, cool inner printed sleeve with a heart and some information. And this comes on white vinyl, which is really nice. Big fan of white vinyl. And yeah, this is not as great, but still same kind of sound, just not as great of songwriting, I think. But nonetheless, great record. Check this out. This is from 2017, The Inside Scruptures by Aosoth. Moving along with more represses, and I'm really happy to finally repress this shit. And a lot of people on YouTube showed this off, and yeah, great band from my high school days. This is the Black Dahlia Murder with Miasma. This was my jam back in high school. I listened to the living shit out of this record. Just fantastic. The cover art is not as great, but man, this album brings back memories. Awesome track, Statuary Ape, obviously a vulgar picture, Date Goes to Hollywood, Miscarriage, Spite Suicide, and the title track, Miasma. Great stuff. And this was crazy fucking expensive to get a hold of the first press, and they finally repressed this last year, along with some other stuff. And yeah, sounds great, really happy to have this. Got the metal blade sleeve. Regular black vinyl. Actually saw this. I ordered this from the EMP store here in Europe, and they had the white vinyl version. And as soon as I got home to order this shit, the white vinyl was already sold out. And this is like the same date this came out. Inner print sleeve. But yeah, I mean, I love white vinyl, but this record I'm fine either way having it on black. I'm just happy to have this. Great fucking album. This is the Black Dahlia Murder with Miasma. And since they repressed Miasma, they also repressed this. This is probably the best record in my opinion. This is the Black Dahlia Murder with Nocturnal. This is some great shit. While Miasma was a bit more personal with the lyrics, they really started going with the fantasy and horror theme on Nocturnal. And they also beefed up the production quite a fucking lot. This is also Metal Blade. This was repressed along the same line. Also got this off the EMP store. But I did actually manage to score a colored version of this, which comes in this really nice marble blend of blue and black. Really great stuff. Yeah, fucking tons of great tracks on here as well. Obviously, what a horrible night to have a curse, which is probably the first track I've ever heard from Black Dahlia, as well as everything went Black, Death Mask, Divine, which is amazing. Yeah, Climatic Degradation to Breathless Oblivion, great shit. Also comes with a lyric sheet, really good stuff. If you haven't heard us yet, please do yourself a favor and check out Nocturnal by the Black Dahlia Murder. And those were all the records I had to show for you today. Hopefully, if not a completely lazy asshole, I'll make some more videos and show off some more stuff. But hopefully you enjoyed this update along with my new setup. And yeah, till next time, have a good one.